Hi friends. That's wobbling a lot. Welcome back to Lena the Moon. Lena the Moon. Lena my name. Luna the Moon. Lena Luna's YouTube channel. So today we're going to read for Kaitlyn, and her question is to ask about the chances for her reconciliation with her ex. And once again, a disclaimer that's here in every single reading. Tarot reading is a hobby of mine, so I'm not a professional reader. I am sorry if it doesn't resonate. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. For me, the spirit parts aside, I also believe in that, but tarot reading is also a chance for you to connect with your subconscious, with your inner feelings and desires and things like that, things that you kind of already know at the depth of your heart but need clarification or acknowledgement, things like that. But of course there's also the spirit side, so yeah, that's only my personal view on this, and this, you can take it however you want to take it. Anyways, let's move into the actual reading. So here is the tarot card and an oracle card, which this will be for the question. This will be an overall theme and advice to kind of just sum up the thing. Okay, first up, let's look into the tarot card. Okay, so this is four of coins. Yeah, pentacles, yeah, coins. So let's talk about the service meaning first. So the number 4 usually talks about stability, structure, and or stagnation. The suit of coins usually talks about the physical world, body, senses, and or resources. It's an earth card, but in this case it can either be like either of your signs, if that's applicable. So like an earth sign is Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. Wary, I think that's wary. No, heavy. Heavy, cold, and dry. So that might either be one of your signs. If that's applicable, then I think that this card will be talking about that person in particular. And yeah. So far in terms of the service meaning, which I call it, probably there's another word for it, I don't know. But the number 4, because it talks about stability, stagnation, and things like that, and it's in reverse, I would think that it talks about like instability, and or if you think about stagnation, it can possibly think of how things might remain this way, because this card is not a cup card, which is usually about emotions, relationship, and things like that, but it's a coin card, which, as I said, talks about this physical world, body, senses, resources, and things like that. So it's a more materialistic card. And usually when I get this card, I get a feeling that when it's about relationship, I get a feeling that the relationship is not as pure as just love and things like that, but more about the service, more superficial thing like money or status, appearances, just or like just a desire for things, you know. But yeah, there's that. That's the service meaning. And now let's look into the visual elements of this card. So this is a very red card, so I would think that red usually symbolizes passion, danger, what else? Passion, danger, that's the two things that really pops up. So, but I'm not really feeling passion at this. I'm thinking more like danger and like, yeah, desire. That's what I'm thinking. This person doesn't look too kind. As I said from the thing just now, since I was saying that like this materialistic thing may be more about desire, like this, the visual element of this may be about like that person's overwhelming desire for things, and that may possibly influence how things may go in the future. And also, just something to add before I move on is that like this reading is for how the situation may be right now, like looking at the situation right now, but things can always change, especially like if you have a vibe of how things may go, you might have a different course of action and things like that, and things can always change. But that's just how things may go if things are kept this way. Yeah, basically that. So yeah, there's that. That's the visual. Actually, I now see something as well. There's these fire looking thing at the side. I don't know if you can see it, but these things look like hands, and it made me think that like maybe this person is pursued by a lot of people or needed by a lot of people, maybe in terms of business or whatever. Maybe they're very talented, maybe so maybe a lot of people want them to work for them, and it just looks like that. So maybe that can play a part as well, because of course career also plays a part in whether or not people can be in a relationship, because some things just like, let's say moving, like some things just may not work so well according to how people think, like let's say time schedule, or like mindsets, or like location and things like that. So it's possible that except for looking at things in a materialistic side, like except for the fact that they're in this relationship for material stuff, it's also possible that the chances of reconciliation is dependent on one of you's career path and how things may go from there. That's another thing that pops up. Okay, so that's it for the service meaning and the visual elements. Now let's go into the divinatory meaning. So it's 4 of coins. 4 of coins. Why can't I find any coins? That's 4 of coins. I found it. Energy and resources are in general meant to flow. However, there are times when saving or conserving is the wisest course of action. This situation suggests careful budgeting and wise investing, because the time is Because the time is coming when a nest egg or safety net will be needed. Maybe a trip is being planned or a large purchase is in your future? If so, having something set aside will make that more likely to happen. Advice is be careful with your budget and curtail your spending. Conserve your energy and resources however you can. Store up your power. It'll become handy. Reverse is greed, hoarding, taking what isn't yours, and wasting resources. Damn. What jumped up was the things that's in reverse. Greed, hoarding, taking what isn't yours, and wasting resources. So either you resonate with the divinatory meaning, which is like basically one of the aspect which contributed to the breakup is something that's money related, so maybe someone's spending too much, and that, if not, then it may be talking about like greed, taking what isn't yours. I think that really jumps up because you're asking about a chance of reconciliation, and I think this card, this quote, is just saying like maybe this isn't meant to be. But as like something that I always think about in terms of like life, it's just whatever is supposed to happen will happen. And if someone is leaving you, they will if someone's meant to leave you, they will leave you. If someone's not meant to be with you, they will leave you, and things like that. That sounds like absolute bullshit, but like it's not necessarily a bad thing all the time. Sometimes it's just for you to learn a lesson, like karmic partners, or like, what's that thing called? Karmic partners, right? Karmic souls, I think. Karmic connections. Like those karmic connections are there for a reason. Like it's for you to learn, and for you to build up, for you to be like ready and things like that in the future, before you find your true soulmate, right? And then now your oracle card is meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. I'm sorry, I'm sniffling. I'm not sick, but I'm sniffling. It's cold. I'm sorry. This card is a new moon in Pisces. Meditate and contemplate. This card speaks of dreams and romance, of soulmate and poetry. It suggests that there's a new start coming your way that's connected to a matter that leaves you feeling somewhere between having your heads in a cloud and being in a totally altered state. There could be confusion and disappointment if that's what you've had before, and that's what you're expecting. However, if you're onto a good thing, then wish hard, because the words of your soul and your heart could help bring about the manifestation of your dreams. If all that sounds a little wet and watery, then that's Pisces for you. This is the last sign of the zodiac, and the new moon in Pisces card can suggest a last-ditch chance to make your dreams come true. The tune to the moon is to use your feelings to guide your way. Logic won't work right now. Additional meaning for this card is to face your fears. They may be holding you back. This situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine. Chant Om Namo Narayani. Avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. Pisces is a sign of reveries and mysteries, or depth of emotions, idealism, and hopeless romantics. It is the sign of water and the unconscious. Its energy is deep like watery depths. The new moon in Pisces indicates a time to listen to your feelings and to allow your emotions free rein. Whatever you're feeling as you pull this card is more likely than the truth, unless you've been kidding yourself somehow, and only you know if that's the case or not. So since I don't know much about this situation, I would say, like, go back to the additional meaning of the cards. Face your fears. They may be holding you back. The situation is being healed. It's time to surrender to the divine and avoid being deceptive or willingly deceived. And see what jumps up to you and look deeper into that feeling. Because, like, let's say if it's, like, if you truly want this relationship to continue to carry on, then you can hold on to that and try and manifest. But at the same time, if you are ready to move on and you recognize that if people are just not meant to be your life, they will leave. If they're meant to be your life, in your life, they will come back. And you're just ready to move on if it's really what's necessary, then it suggests a new coming your way of a soulmate. Like, as said from this card. Or at least that's what comes up to me. So I hope that resonates. I hope that makes sense. I hope that's what you don't mind hearing. And that's it for the reading. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed it. And please communicate with me about your thoughts on the reading. Comment, like, and subscribe, and perhaps sharing to your friends, because I truly hope to be able to reach out to more people and help them read, because I really enjoy that. So thank you, and I'll see you next time.